President Biden's team says it isn't troubled by a new round of reported missile launches from North Korea. A senior administration official told reporters as reports of new missile tests circulated, North Korea has a familiar menu of provocations when it wants to send a message to a U.S. administration. Experts rightly recognize what took place last weekend as falling on the low end of that spectrum. White House National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan will meet next week with his Japanese and South Korean counterparts. The trio will, quote, strategize about the North Korea problem.
I don't need to wait another minute, let alone an hour, to take common sense steps that will save the lives in the future and to urge my colleagues in the House and Senate to act. We can ban assault weapons and high-capacity magazines in this country once again.
President Biden is urging Congress to ban assault weapons and tighten background checks on gun sales in the aftermath of the Colorado mass shooting. Biden, as a senator, helped push a ban on the most lethal firearms in 1994. It expired a decade later. On Tuesday, he expressed sympathy for the families of the 10 victims killed in Boulder, Colorado on Monday, and paid tribute to Eric Talley, the police officer who died in the shooting, as the, quote, definition of an American hero.
Children presenting at our border who are fleeing violence, who are fleeing prosecution, who are fleeing terrible situations is not a crisis.
The White House debuted a different tack to avoid using the word crisis to describe the surge in migrant children crossing the southern border on Monday. Pressure is mounting on President Biden and his administration to provide news media with access to border facilities temporarily housing unaccompanied children who are seeking to stay in the United States, as officials dismiss attempts to categorize the predicament as a crisis. Instead, they have relied on words such as enormous challenge to cover the uptick in arrivals that is putting stress on federal government resources. For exclusive Washington Examiner reporting, check your computer or mobile device 24/7.